What's going on, everybody? Trev the Dev here, back with another video in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus Greed Streaks. And by greed, I totally mean the keeper. Last run, it's a great run, obviously a bit of a broken run. We got a great combo in the Crooked Penny and the Glowing Hourglass, along with the bevy of other items, especially on our victory lap. So yeah, we'll hop right in to today's run. Seed here today is ANP8 0SPE. I'm recording this on Friday. Got off work a little bit ago. Grocery shopping, did my daily workout, and we're here. So yeah, still kind of acclimated myself into the YouTube kind of routine, enjoying it. I do kind of want the virus, maybe. Want to make sure we can get spun maybe later, and the poison damage can be good, especially when you spawn some flies after you get, if you get the heart payout from the virus. So, recording this before yesterday's episode goes up, so hopefully we get a good response on that. Again, I've enjoyed the response so far, especially for how small the channel I am. My first couple of videos. Definitely a big response. So I appreciate everybody that's watching these, and a couple comments I've seen. One comment from a gentleman. Appreciate the subscription. And yeah, just keep on going here. Took Obsessed Fan. It's an item that'll follow you around and do damage if an enemy runs into it. It's not very good, but it does contribute to the Beelzebub transformation should we find ourselves in a situation where that becomes relevant. There's a couple of opportunities to blow up some pots there. Just bait these guys around. Gotta watch out for this guy that had some weird pathfinding. So yeah, Obsessed Fan, definitely not what you want to see in the first item room. Hopefully we can get a good item from the boss. But looking a little tougher so far than yesterday's run. Should be an easy room. Just got to make sure we don't get hemmed in by the stone Isaac, and make sure we're practicing good dodging and staying far away enough from these guys. Taking full advantage of our shot speed and our range, and our our pretty good damage. I think the keeper might start with the second highest damage of every starting character. I know Blue Baby has, I think, 3.67. I think the only one that's higher might be Judas, but I don't know exactly how much damage he started with. Secret room, I would hazard a guess it's going to be right here. Yeah, there it is. Troll bomb, blow the keeper head up. Ooh, got a nickel there. We'll just go ahead and pick this stuff up. We got a couple coins on the ground. We're not going to need all of them. Could re-roll the shop. I think we'll do that before we go and fight the boss, just in case, we can get like a miracle. There's options. And we want to make sure that if that does show up, we can get it before we get the boss. Hey, there's an old friend. So again, that's a tricky one. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 cents on the ground here. It looks like, I guess 4. We got one in there, so we're gonna go fight the boss first. Are we going to go fight the boss first? Let's go to the second secret room, which should be here. It's not there. Okay, I definitely don't want to use my last bomb right now. We'll fight the Widow. The Widow should be easy, and that nickel will seal it for us. So we're gonna end up buying Diplopia. A little bit of a slowdown for my game there. Not sure what happened. Didn't see like any update show on the other screen here. Yeah, we're gonna buy Diplopia. We're gonna see what we can get. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. So this right here, the nickel is kind of on the trapdoor. So in order to get that, we're gonna walk out, walk back in. Whenever you do that, the trapdoor will close, and you can walk over it. It's picking up the rest of this money here. No sacrifice room, obviously. We'll leave 1 coin available just in case we find a way to get into our curse room. but I don't know if we're going to be doing that. So we'll buy the Diplopia, Jar of Flies, and the Pandora's Box. I think Pandora's Box is 2 keys, 2 bombs. Pretty good payout, but we're definitely going to want to try to get something a little bit better. I'd like to get a speed upgrade if we're going to take the virus, but I think I might end up taking it regardless. I'm just thinking about it. It is tough. Reroll here, see if we can get a reroll. Pandora's Box again. Nickel there, let's see what this is. Strength card, okay. Because we got the strength card, I know this is super risky and we're going to end up doing it again, but with the strength card that gives us the 1 extra health. Could go into the curse room. I don't think that's the right play at this point. Again, I'm going to take the virus. I don't really think there's a big difference between 0.85 and 0.75 speed, excuse me. Yeah, it's just tough. But, you know, you really got to look for something great when you're playing as the keeper. And I don't think... we get the store key. I think Diplopia might be it, even though we are giving up, you know, probably, I don't know, easily the best item that the keeper has at the start of the game. I guess we'll put it that way. Obviously, there are better spacebar items that the keeper can have, but to start off with. Okay, got that guy. So again, here, our #1 priority is making sure that we can get our deal with the devil. Some pennies there. We'll leave 1 on the ground for now. Maybe we could have left all of them on the ground, but we're going to the shop here. Certainly don't want any of those with the Diplopia. Just fires. I think these black poops can pay out with a Demon Heart sometimes. So they also do the Necronomicon effect. I was just doing it just to see. Secret room should be right here. It's a common template you see. Button, Troll Bomb. I was going to try to walk back in, didn't get it soon enough. Let this kill these flies here, maybe get like some flies out of the fire. So yeah, we're trekking on here. Could pop all these poops. I'm going to wait until we are going to go fight the boss, because I want to, if possible, if any of them pay out with hearts, I want to make sure that we can get a bunch of flies before we head in there. So yeah, pretty standard keeper run so far. I'm going to go in the big room. There's a little bit more space to dodge than the narrow room, especially when we have a little bit lower speed. But again, the 0.75 and 0.85, I don't think there's too much of a difference. We'll make sure we don't get hit by that guy off screen. Just make sure we keep our distance from the dips. Got some good college football coming up tomorrow. Obviously, this episode will drop after Saturday, but some good Big Ten games, like Purdue. Hopefully, Rondale Moore is going to play. If you're a college guy, exciting player. It's been a little bit unfortunate that he's missed the first couple weeks of the season with whatever's going on. Hopefully, he's okay. I did see. I think he's a game time decision for tomorrow's game when they're playing Northwestern, I believe. That. And let's see. Second secret room, I think will probably be right here. No, it's not. I don't really know where it would be at this point. We're gonna have to go through this skinny room to go find our item room. Because that's the case, I'm going to shoot these poops just in case again we get any flies as a result of hearts. Just want to have a little bit of extra safety when we go into the long room here. Gonna record some Madden after this, I think. Thanks to everybody that's watching that series. It's good series so far. We'll be recording game 4 of the season after this. Don't remember exactly who I play. I don't think it's another great team. I think started off pretty hot. So if you want to watch some Madden and you're an Isaac fan, then I would go suggest maybe heading on over there. Not sure what I'm going to do with that series as of yet. I'd like to, I don't know, obviously I want to get through a full season, and if we win the Super Bowl or something like that, something crazy, that'd be great. But certainly the off season is one of my favorite parts about football in general. These guys, I don't think they do contact damage, but I'm just gonna stay away because they spawn the spiders. So I could run in there and poison them and get some flies out of them potentially, but we should be fine at this point unless this guy launches a spider over towards us, which doesn't look like he's going to do. I'll play this game all day, Spider Bro. I got infinite time on my hands. Head to the item room here. Cancer trinket, or not cancer trinket. Cancer items, decent, but not what we're looking for here. Rotten Baby, I think we'll take. We could have, I guess, Diplopia that and gone for 2 rerolls, but saving it for the Devil Room, if we get there, is probably a better use of our resources. Rotten Baby will spawn flies, spawn up to 1 fly at a time. It's very good, especially when you're Keeper, because Keeper does have a higher damage stat than, again, most other characters in the game to start with. So pin should be easy again. Don't want to jinx it, especially when my keyboard decides to stop working. Yeah, I almost ran into him there. Get the devil deal here, little Steven. Hey, look at that. There's an old friend, and that will be a great take for us. And you know what? We'll take the betrayal. So yeah, we're going to become Dark Judas again. Obviously, that's a huge leg up for us on the competition. Maybe a little bit. Nah, that's what you look for. So and yeah, we still got Diplopia, so it's always great. Dark Judas. This is actually the second time we've seen him. Fortunately, we lost a run in the interim between the last time that we got him. But you know what? I'm not going to complain if the game keeps wanting to give me Judas' Shadow. So. With that, we'll head on down. So yeah, now we just need to get a little bit of HP sorted, and then this run should be golden. Especially if you got Rotten Baby with Dark Judas, our flies are just going to be doing tons and tons of damage. So, still looking for, kind of what we would look for as the Keeper. Source of HP generation. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you're playing as a character who can get red heart HP. Double Steam Sale restock, especially with Diplopia, that's certainly an option. One thing I was thinking about on that last run that I could have done, we'll go ahead and do this. Excuse me, a little bit of voice crack. We could have fished for like some Eden's Blessings, and then with the Crooked Penny and our combination, we could have started off this run with a ton of extra items. It's a little risky, but I think when you're playing as a Keeper, that's a risk that you probably would want to take. Obviously, or maybe not obviously, but if you didn't know with the Eden's Blessing, you have to get it on like the non-victory lap run in order for it to carry over to your next run. So if you were to get a bunch of Eden's Blessings on your victory lap, the next run that you started would not start you with an extra item. So now with the virus, obviously we can do some damage to enemies, and if they get poisoned and they die, they have a chance to spawn a black heart, demon heart, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty good chance. I think it's maybe like a quarter chance or something like that. Again, they don't have to die from the poison necessarily, they just have to have been poisoned at some point. Cain's Eye will sometimes proc the map or the compass effect whenever you go down to a next floor. We're going to keep the store key for now. It saves us a couple keys. We got caves 1, got 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 4 more shops that we can go to, so could save us up to 4 keys. Box of spiders, pick it up, use it. Not bad, the spiders do a lot of damage, but we can get something better with Diplopia here. Let's see what this playing card is. 2 of spades. Don't need to pop that there. Blue map would be kind of nice, but Demon Fire. I hate the Demon Fires. I just want to be a little bit cautious. We're actually going to buy this Soul Heart. We'll go ahead back and grab. There's options there. It's a good item. Get some HP ups, and you know, maybe see some primo items from the boss room. No real reason to no real reason to pop the diplopia to get that. No benefit in having 2 of them. Would be kind of nice if it like gave you like 4 different items, but yeah, it is what it is. Sticking with the strength card here, just in case we get another deal with the devil, we can use it to steal an item from the deal with the devil. We don't need to do full clear. Just going to the boss room. They'll give us a temporary red heart that we can trade in and get the deal with the devil, and then, you know, in essence, you just kind of use a card to get a deal with the devil. Very nice. Fighting Bighorn here. See our damage doing a lot. We prefer some tears ups, but you know, 7 rate of fire, it's great. Yeah, obviously you always want to be hitting the cap if possible with 5, the soft cap that is. Damage, we definitely want some damage here. We'll take crackjacks. See if we get a better trinket, and we do. Look at that, curved horn. So damage sorted, at least for now. Another thing we could do with diplopia is potentially get into boss rush and double that and get a bunch of items, but we're kind of slow. You know, you tend to start pretty slow whenever you're playing as the keeper. Yeah, curved horn, that'll give us a flat damage up of 2, unaffected by the Dark Judas multiplier. I think it might be affected by Magic Mush's multiplier and maybe Cricket's head. But I think because Dark Judas is a character, the multiplier doesn't count. I don't know, something weird like that. Would love to see like a mom's box here that would double the trinket effect, you know, give us a +4 damage, which, you know, that's a ton no matter how you slice it. But still looking for a good opportunity to use the diplopia. So, you know, it turned out that it really didn't matter that we took it, but I don't know. It could have been the right call, couldn't have been. Obviously, we lost the last time we tried to do this, but, you know, that's only one data point. Can't really draw any conclusions, so I don't know. You can give us some, you know, if anybody has some feedback on what they would have done, I'd love to hear it in the comments. You know, it probably is a bit of a contentious issue. You know, if you're doing a lot of the unlocks with the keeper, then you probably just want to stick with the wooden nickel because it's definitely a safer option. But if you're trying to streak, you know, you want to get back-to-back wins. You know, playing aggressive might be the way to go. That's how I'm kind of thinking about it right now. Which is why I did. I'll head on to the cursor room here. HP. Love to see some black flies, some neutral flies. They don't do any damage on contact, and you can run in there and poison them. Mulligans don't do contact damage either. I don't think Mullibooms technically do contact damage, but obviously they explode on you, so you don't want to get up and close personal. I don't think portals might also not. Weird sentence. I think portals do not do contact damage. It's kind of what I'm trying to say. We'll go and test that. No, yeah, they do not do contact damage. I thought that was the case, but might as well test it out. So yeah, those guys, the one I just killed in the middle there, he technically wouldn't do any damage to us if we had run into him, but if they had spawned some enemies when he died, then they would have, or it would have. Just keep looking for this item room here. We go fight the boss. We don't need the item room before we go fight the boss. As a keeper, sure. Tinted rock over there. A little X. Bomb a spirit heart. It was worth it. Basically like a bomb for a spirit heart. Just ended up in a bit more of a roundabout fashion. Took a hit on Stain. That's kind of whatever. Again, I still think Stain is maybe like the easiest. I don't know, the Wretched might be easier. Stain's definitely one of the easier second floor bosses, though. Or second stage bosses. The depths, flooded caves, or the caves. Took a hit from Krampus. Took another hit from Krampus. All right, we gotta play it a little bit tighter here. Lump of coal's good. Does more damage as you get a little farther away. I might keep the Hermit card actually. It's always nice to have a teleport. I don't really think we need the strength card at this point. So yeah, we'll go back, find this item room, see what we can get. Love to break the game again. You know, they do have a tendency to get a little samey, especially when you're watching them, but when you're trying to streak, you know, you'd rather take a broken run than a bad run. So, but, let's get hit there. I'm excited for some upcoming games at the turn of the year. Little Big Planet. I don't remember what the actual name of the sequel is called, but I really enjoyed playing that. Might put some on the channel. I would probably need to get a capture card for my PlayStation, and I would have to get probably a PlayStation 5 first, which I do not have yet. Probably end up buying one. Lego Star Wars. I think I'll probably end up doing a co-op playthrough with my buddy, my roommate, also a YouTuber. Should shout out his YouTube name. I gotta look it up though. He's had it for a while since maybe it was his old like Hotmail or something. Look this up here so I can give you a good idea of who I'm looking at. And eventually I'll find him. Pick up PhD here. Oh, I'll look for him on the next run. Maybe if we get a break in the action here, we'll take a look at him. Shout him out. I know it has something with black in the name. I just can never remember the name of his full channel. Does a lot of pack openings, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, primarily. He and I were both pretty big into Yu-Gi-Oh, especially back in high school. I don't play it as much anymore. He still does. You know, I've played in a few tournaments here and there. I was never great at it, but I enjoyed it. Our item room there was the Strange Attractor. Has some fun interactions, but definitely not something that you want to take on the regular. It'll kind of pull enemies towards the tiers. It can lead to some wonky situations, especially with how Isaac's enemies like to slide around. So, could look for a second secret room. I think it'll be here. I'm going to save my bomb for the next floor, though. Maybe get like a tinted rock. Our HP should be fine, but, you know, definitely want to get a little bit more here before we can be entirely safe on this run. Moving on here. These nubs that these spiders spawn. Unfortunately, I killed that guy. They also do not do contact damage, so you can run in there and poison them and potentially get some payouts with the virus. So would have loved to do that, but we ended up killing them too quickly. If only that was a problem that we could have on every run. I don't think the black ones do damage either, but I never really run into a lot of enemies, so. You know, you could definitely play a little bit more aggressively if you're playing along at home. Hopefully you made that first deal with the devil. Got the item that would transform this run into what should be a win. You know, we could have passed up on it, maybe if that was like the first run, but you know, if you're doing the unlocks, then yeah, you'd also pass up on that, but I think for the most part, you always want to take Judas' Shadow, even when you're not playing as a keeper. Except for in the cases where you're doing unlocks. So, some pills here. Nice luck upgrade. PhD will turn all. It'll kind of make our pill pool so that every pill is either a neutral or positive pill. Don't know what was going on with the audio there. I think that was the big guy making some weird noises. Some of the champions in these games, like especially the mini ones and the XL champions. Cause some weird sound in this game. But yeah, anyway, PhD, it'll identify all the pills, in addition to making all the pills either a neutral effect or a positive effect, such as like a stat upgrade, or so here it feels like I'm walking on sunshine. I don't know if there's a negative. I don't know exactly all the pill transformations. Whenever you do pick up PhD, obviously stat downs turn into stat ups. You know, like a bad trip turns into full health, similar to what bad trip does when you're on 1 red HP, or just 1 HP in general. Take the coupon. We'll go ahead and take starter deck. Don't really think we need coupon at this point. Hive Mind. If we can get it, I guess I would take it. I don't really think I want to use Diplopia. We don't need to, I think, right there. We could think about it because we could get Mom's Purse, and that would allow us to carry 2 different trinkets. But we can probably get something better. You know, we got an item room coming up next floor. Maybe if we get 2 really good spawns from the boss item, we could take 2 of those. We get the devil deal here. I wonder if blacklisted. No. So black lipstick. I think that one has a tendency to spawn more black hearts. I think it might replace. It's very similar to another trinket, which I can't remember the name of. Demon's Tail, or Damon's Tail, however you want to say it. It's got that AE. I think it's probably a Welsh spelling. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But I think that will sometimes replace the red heart drops with black heart drops. Whereas the Demon's Tail will I think that one basically eliminates every heart drop except for black heart drops, and also increases the chances. I was thinking, I think we'll take this because it's tears up, and it actually does break the tier cap. So if we get another tears up, we go down to 4. There's another trinket out there. So many trinkets in this game, I can't remember the name of it. I was thinking it was that, where sometimes if you have evil items, it will give you a damage up. I think that's Black Feather or something like that. So, you know, like the Pentagram, the Mark, the Pact, a lot of items that you find in Devil Deals. Gives you a little nice, maybe like a half point of damage, maybe a quarter point of damage for every evil up you get. It's one of those stats in the game that you can never see, so we'll go check in here real quick. Yeah, we'll take a Death's Touch. Death's Touch, a great item, obviously. Don't need the Demon Baby. Oh man, so many items in this game. I like I know what most of the effects are, but sometimes I forget the names. Kind of ironic. So you see there picking up the toothpicks, and we also have the Mom's Perfume that we got on the last item room. That does allow us to go down to a fire rate of 4, tier delay of 4, whatever you want to call it. And with Death's Touch here, that gives the penetrative shot, obviously piercing shots. Which card here? And you know, good damage. Obviously got one of the cooler visual effects in the game with the scythes. So real fun to just fire in a straight line when you got a really high tears rate, and Death's Touch kind of create some visual intrigue, as you will. You do this, and it's not you kind of got to have a little higher. Sometimes you can kind of like create these waves of tears that come out that look really awesome. Item room, the scissors, trash item. You can look it up. It sucks. You never want to take it. Go in here. Sure, we'll open that. I think scissors is actually one of the only items in the game that you have to unlock by, like, you have to die 10 times to unlock that. And we'll keep the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe we can get an extra item on the chest or something. Not gonna do a victory lap on this one today. I think we've had our fill of those so far. Last run, could do them back to back, but I don't think that's in the cards for us today. A great fight on our final store here. That's okay. Still holding on to luck upgrade. Still holding on to the Diplopia. Again, I haven't really seen a great place to use it. I could have done it on the last deal with the devil just to get the Death's Touch for free, but I figure we'll probably be fine. Would love to see some more enemies that we can just run into and not take any contact damage from. I think those guys might be able to as well, actually. So a surprising number of enemies that don't actually do contact damage to you. Problem is, you never really have any incentive to run into them, so why would you? You just gotta test it out, you know. Man, yeah, love some invincibility as well. Hey, Dry Baby, how you doing, Dry Baby? Well, we're gonna pick you up, bring you along for the road. One of the rare items that can spawn out of rocks or skulls. So a few of those items. There's a couple of, I think, HP items. Okay, my keyboard got a little stuck there. That's why I took damage. I can get Blood Clot, Placenta, maybe another HP upgrade down in the womb and utero from the polyps. Obviously, you can get Small Rock out of Tinted Rocks, and you can get Demon Baby and Ghost Baby out of Skulls. And then you can get Quarter out of urns or pots, as people call them. The official name for those, fun fact, is actually urns. In case you didn't know, got hit there. That's kind of dumb damage. All right. Being a little too aggressive trying to get some payouts from the virus. So we gotta shore up. Definitely do not want to lose the run as Dark Judas here. So if we, hopefully we can get a good defensive item in the Deal with the Devil, Satanic Bible. What else is there? The Nail would be great for us. Abaddon would be awesome. A nice Soul Heart here out of Blue Larry Jr. Not gonna, obviously, for obvious reasons, not gonna go into the curse room. We could go in there and use the Hermit card, but I'd rather just save my HP at this point. Take a look, see if there is a second secret room here. It's looking for like a double tinted rock. Don't see one on this room. Doesn't look like there is one. Some cards here. That's nice. 2 clubs. Doubles our bombs. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Lovers. Pop that. We'll keep the Moon card. Go fight Mom here. We'll poison her. Hopefully she'll pay out with a Demon Heart. Black Heart. Whatever you want to call it. Got tagged there, no problem. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take the pull right here. Hey, look at that, Incubus, nice to see you. Definitely a great opportunity to use our Diplopia. Could play the Demon Judgment. We do have Polar Invincibility, but we're not gonna do that. So Incubus obviously gives us a second Firer, the follower that does your damage. Some weird interactions with various items, but I don't think we have any. And then we've got the Eye of Belial. Obviously, we already had piercing shots, but the Eye of Belial, if it ever goes through an enemy, it will gain a homing effect, and I think it might do 1.5 times your damage whenever it's glowing, like you'll see here. Yeah, once those glow and turn into the eyes, I think those do 1.5 times damage. They might do 2 times damage. It's a pretty good item. I don't know if it's a 2-heart deal like it usually is. Obviously, you're rolling on soul hearts there, so. I don't know, just 3 soul hearts. I don't think hosts actually do contact damage to you either, but I'm not going to run into anybody at this stage of the game. I think that would be kind of dumb. The laser beams, luckily we took care of those guys. Our speed's high enough to get out of the way, but it's certainly not high enough to make all the dodges that we want to make. So hopefully we can get some better speed as we go on here. We'll go ahead and do this and probably teleport out of here unless we just chunk away through the enemies like we probably will, given that we have 4 rate of fire and a 13.71 damage stat. And with Incubus, you know, those are basically doubled, if you will. Yeah, we're totally fine to do that room. Troll Bomb. Hey, here's an Emperor card. Probably use that on the chest, maybe. Could use that on the Cathedral. We'll see what our HP looks like. I like going through the chest sometimes, especially when you have positive luck. Get some extra items and maybe make the run a little more fun. Let's kill that guy. Walk back out, walk in, and kind of avoid this guy. Yeah, one thing that is kind of a negative about the piercing shots is obviously you can't stop enemies from rushing you down, and you can't kick away troll bombs with your tears. But usually I think it's a you know, better to have it than not to. Ooh, excuse me. It's kind of gross. I apologize for the burp. Just had some pasta for dinner. Some gluten-free pasta for all you celiac fans out there. Nah. Just, you know, trying to stay a little healthier, so don't want to get all the carbs and whatever. Focusing on losing some weight. So, yeah. Just hopefully we'll keep getting some soul heart drops like we have been. Don't want to take Skinny on Mushroom. We're already capped out at tears. Would give us a speed up, which would be nice, but it would probably drop our damage to around 10-ish, I'm guessing. So we're not gonna pick it up. We got enough damage that our somewhat low speed should not be an issue. I thought that might have been Tinted Rock. Does not look like it is. Keep on going here, trying to find the boss fight. There she blows. Fight Skullx. Yeah, got hit there. Yeah, so you see our low speed kind of precluded us from getting out of the way of that enemy. So, hey, look at that. There's a magic mush. So I'm curious now. Just wanted to test this. So obviously, yeah. So if you recall before when we picked this up, when we just turned into Dark Judas, it gave us a +2 damage. Now when we pick it up, because we have an item that's also a damage multiplier, it gives us a +3 damage. So the character damage multiplier does not apply to trinkets and whatnot. So a little bit of a funky interaction. You'd think it would, but whatever. So Magic Mush obviously pretty much sorts us everything that we could want. Good, I mean, you know, for the man who has everything, I'd still like a little bit more speed at this stage, but 1.3 is fine. It should be no problem. We'll pop this. Yeah, Soul Heart. Luck upgrade. Could have gone straight to the Emperor, but or to the boss, but we've got 21.67 damage and a 4 rate of fire with an Incubus on the side. So there's no room in the game that can stand up to us at this point. We could probably even fight Hush, not that we can make it because we are on the Womb 2 with more than 30 minutes before we had killed the boss, which is the requirement to get into the Hush fight. Dead end here. It's kind of unfortunate, but again, you're just seeing we're just absolutely crushing every enemy that runs to us at this point. So we'll probably end up killing Mom's Heart and then popping the Emperor and then just doing the chest. Again, I find the chest to be a little, you know, it's kind of fun. Just, you know, rolling through bosses, especially when you have damage like this, you know, it's no big deal. And who knows, maybe we can get some items, give us some more, you know, some crazier interactions. So, but definitely if you have an Emperor card and your run is kind of fizzling out towards the end and you do make it to the chest, that's definitely where you want to pop it. You know, chest has some nasty rooms that can, you know, really take you down if you're not careful. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of a rune bag here. See if maybe we can't find a Yara rune before we head down. Double our chests or so. We could even get 2 of them, or maybe a Yara and a birth row, and who knows what we can get then. Bomb spawn. Another dead end here, no big deal. We're at no risk. Could pop this. Sure, we'll pop the card against humanity. Maybe we can get a couple extra soul hearts, but no real reason to do the strats where you just, you know, you pop it in an XL room and try to get the petrified poop and all the money, soul hearts, eternal hearts, all that good stuff. And we'll leave that penny on the ground for future runs. How about? Moving here, got some gurglings and Gertie. Usually a tough room, but no rooms are tough when you're good. When you're as powerful as we are. And there's our boss room. Yeah, I still think we'll stick with the strategy that we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and kill Mom's Heart, or It Lives rather. We're gonna pop the Emperor card, and then we'll go to our deal with the devil first, and then we'll. Ooh, that's a good question. Sure. We'll take Sacrificial Altar. Why not? We'll take it all the way up. Don't want to get rid of Incubus, but you know, if it happens, it happens. See if we can't get something crazy out of it. Yeah, well, we'll pop the Emperor here, and then maybe we'll go through some rooms to see if we can't maybe spawn a rune. Not gonna try to like go for a Yara rune or a Birth Row rune. We'll just see whatever the first rune that spawns out of Rune Sack gives us, and a rune bag. And then, yeah, we'll finish this run off. This room should be easy. Just enough speed to avoid getting sucked into these portals here. No payout there from the rune bag, so we'll go back a couple rooms. Strength card, doesn't really do much for us at this stage. I guess, you know, we would pop it against Blue Baby. Gives a little bit of a damage up. There we go. And now just, sure, we'll take that down to the next floor. So we'll pop the Wheel of Fortune once we get there, take a look at the items, and then see if we want to use Sack Altar. Probably will. No curses. Very nice game. That up. Ooh, Parasite. Nice to see you again there, buddy. Anti-grav. Let's get a little funky with it. Why not? Yeah, this also does break the tier cap. You see the death spirals that we can create. They're awesome. And we'll go ahead and just take the rest of these items, and then we'll pop Sack Altar. Love to see a Brimstone or something like that. And we got Delirium. Little Delirium. I thought this was a big Delirium. That was wrong. See, with anti-grav, we can just go ahead and stick our guys with, hopefully people will rush us down. Soy Milk. It takes Soy Milk, but we already got the 2 rate of fire. So wow, that is the shortest chest I think I have ever seen in my entire life. That is literally 2 rooms away from the spawn if you don't count the starting room. That's actually incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. $3 bill, sure, we'll tag along for the ride. Maybe we'll do a full clear, see if we can get like a dad's key or something. Hey, just see what the no Delirium spawn. You just see when we get up close and personal with the enemies and they haven't run into our death. I don't know what you want to call this, but our spiral doom stay death spinning scythe things. Never was much for coming up with good names on the spot. D1. So duplicate any item except for, I believe, Yara runes. Hemorrhaging a little bit of HP, but again, if we end up going down to like half a heart, we'll just finish the run off. Not sure why we got hit with a range down of like 30. That might have been, it must have been $3 bill. Yeah, so nothing can stand up to us at this point, really. Probably need a little bit more HP if we end up getting away to fight Mega Satan. But sad bombs, ooh, that's kind of fun. Let's do that. So when you have anti-grav and you use the sad bombs and you're not firing, they'll just kind of stick in place. If you are firing like we are here, they'll stick in place for a little bit, and then once you release, they'll do the same thing that your regular anti-grav tiers would do. And we'll take a little bit of damage here, why not? Try to poison a bunch of enemies, see if we can get the black heart payouts. Nope, did not work. That's alright. Yeah, again, we have this problem like we did on last run, where we just have so many tiers on the screen that they end up despawning. Send these gigantic volleys, with like the evil eyes. They're just painting a straight line of tiers across the room that, if an enemy ever runs into one of those, well, they're screwed either way, given what our tiers look like at this point. But there's the guys, it's kind of nice. Just in case, again, we'll end up fighting like Mega Satan if possible. We'll duplicate the guy's room a couple times, get some HP. Hey, looky. We got ourselves a get out of jail free card. So this will do the dad's key effect on the base room there. We'll open up the... I thought he was dead. That was kind of dangerous. We'll open up the golden door. And go back, and I don't think it would despawn if we did it. I think it just does the dad's key effect where you go into a room, use it, and then the door stays open, specifically for that room right there. But just in case, we'll duplicate our Degas rooms and we'll pop all of those before we go into fight Mega Satan. Wheel of Fortune, nice. We'll pull that up again. Curse of the Tower. We'll think about that. We're not in a terrible risk of dying at this point. But Curse of the Tower, we do have sad bombs, so we'll see what we get for the rest of the run here. We might end up taking it. We'll probably take like a hit or two of damage when we go into the Mega Satan fight. But Yara rune, again, I can't duplicate this, but what we can do, drop these here, make this process a little bit easier. We'll just kind of move everything over to this room in here. Drop these out here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the D1 on that chest as many times as we can, because again, you cannot D1 a Yara room. Set the guy so it's not in the doorway. Then we'll drop our Degas runes in that room with the chest, and we'll get a bunch of items out of those chests. And we'll get a couple extra Degas runes, which will definitely set us up with enough HP that we're in no risk of dying. So again, didn't need to do this. Could have just gone to the chest, but ooh, look at that. Must have got proptosis on this room. That's you can see what happens when you got that much damage. It would be great if we picked that up. Polycephalus, nice to see you never. We'll double this chest in here, and we'll go take a look in that other room, see if we get like a battery charge or something like that. Probably not, but yeah, you never know. Maybe we can even get a couple more rooms of combat. So. We got Fire Mine in there, that's why we took a hit. Go ahead and use one of these Degaz runes. I know we're wasting potentially 2 HP, but if we're going to go fight Mega Satan, I want to make sure we don't die on these rooms prior to it. Oh yeah, we would have been fine, but yeah. We'll go ahead and, again, do this strategy in here. We'll go pick up these Degaz runes. Make sure we got both of them. And drop them up here. Pick up our curved horn. And go back in here, get the Yara, get out of jail free card. Use the Yara. Go Degaz. Degaz. Pick up both of them, just want to make sure we're not accidentally using our get out of jail free card. Degaz, and one more Degaz. Big fan. Ooh, Jacob's Ladder, that's gonna really add to the killing power. Aura, or Purity rather. Got that range upgrade, doesn't really do much for us. I'll hit myself once just to see what we can reset our aura to. And hey, look at that, we got the blue aura. Yeah, so that, I don't know exactly what the mechanics are on that. I know it gives you a tears up. I don't remember what the exact amount of tears up it gives you. Yeah, nice to see you, Soy Milk. We got the one rate of fire anyway. So he's get out of jail free card and get ready to see Mega Satan melt. Can't remember. I think we fought him last time, and I think he died pretty quick as well. A little bit of a quicker death last time, but certainly we're gonna be no slouch here. Yeah. Just keep our tears up. Just fire them all in there. Envy, he's dead. So, if you got any photosensitivity issues, guys, be sure to look away from the screen. All these electric, all these static, I don't know, electric shocks going around. I think they do your damage pretty much on a flat rate, so they're pretty good. If we got Delirium, would I do it? That's a good question. I think I would. Why not? We're probably going to be fine. We'll see if we get them. And we do not. So another great run there. Puts us up two wins on the win streak. Hopefully we can come back tomorrow and get it up to 3, which would be the highest of the year so far. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. See ya!